7:30, so perhaps if we can make a start. I'd just like to begin by welcoming everyone to the annual meeting of Wedmore Parish Council. And to begin the meeting, I remind everyone in attendance and who will be participating in the meeting that following government legislation, this meeting may be filmed, recorded, photographed or otherwise recorded. And as before, this meeting is being filmed and recorded. So if there's a parishioner here who is not going to participate in this meeting and who objects to being filmed and recorded, can you come and let me know, and we'll find you somewhere out of camera shot. Okay. Right. This is the first meeting of the new council following elections earlier this month. And this annual meeting, it's very much a setting the scene for future meetings. But even before we get that far, I actually realise I don't even know everybody around this table. So perhaps we ought to start this evening by just introducing ourselves. So I'm sitting up here, so I'll make a start. I'm Glenys Cousins. I've been chair of the parish council for the last year, and in the role of chair the last year I opened the meeting tonight. I've been on the parish council for about 8 years. I live in Wedmore. I've lived here most of my life. I escaped up to Yorkshire for about 8 years. It's too cold up there, so I came back for Somerset. And I was head teacher of primary school for about 20 years. And then I retired, sort of, and I'm doing other things now. But you know, that's me. I come from a very local family tradition. My husband's great grandfather was Worthington Cousins, where you've got the Worthington estate. I think we've got his grandfather's name up there and Auntie Muriel, so I'm sort of a bit of a tradition within the village of Cousins Garage. So that was me, but my family anyway. But anyway, I was a head teacher, and perhaps I'm good at getting people together and talking and doing gentles. Haven't got the cake, no. But anyway, so that's me. I'm Glenys. Right.
I'm Rod Pring. I'm the only paid employee in the council. I'm the clerk here. I've been here for 2.5 years now. In fact, I'll tell you now, today I've been offered an additional role as the clerk of Compton Bishop Parish Council. It's a very small job, and I've accepted it, and it'll be a few hours a week. Nothing like as big as this, only 6 councillors, but they've been struggling down there. They've got a new team, and they've been without a clerk for a few months, and I was asked if I would apply for it, and I've got the job today, so I'm starting hopefully the 1st of June. I'll just let you know that. Now, I live in Cheddar. The office is normally open here on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings, and you'll find all my contact details on the website, or you'll be getting a list of all the members anyway emailed to you. So that's who I am.
I'm Steve George. I'm new to the village. I've only been here 22 years. Been retired with 10 happily. Here I am. Living.
I'm Suzanne Metters. I came here 43 years ago, and I started for our venture, and I'm now retired.
I'm Ricky Isgar. Not really sure how long the family's been in the village. Very long time. Just really thought that it was something I'd like to do, be part of the council, and passionate about the village, and that's me really.
My name's Louise Seymour. I was a tinny. I've been born and bred in the village of Wedmore, sort of Blackford, Wedmore. I now live in Blackford. My husband and I farm in Blackford. I have a full-time job at Bridgewater College as a senior tutor and safeguarding officer, so I do the pastoral care of a lot of vulnerable students. And the same as Ricky, very passionate about particularly the village of Blackford. So it's a very new and exciting thing, but I don't know anything about it, so it's a new experience.
I'm a flower.
Oh,
you sure?
We can stop there.
No, said. Yeah, I was chairman in 92 to 94, so I've been on the council quite a long time. I think it's 25 or 6 years, and yes, still have a great interest in the village. particularly in the matters of Blackford.
Evening everybody, my name is Peter Bird. I'm new to the village, 9 years, coming up 9 years in West Arden, which we love. I've got 3 little boys who are currently at the first school where I'm Vice Chairman. I'm very pleased to have just joined the Governor's Sexies, so one of my boys goes there in September, so hopefully help them to kind of turn the school into a bit more kind of business orientated body and a bit more commercial in terms of the decisions that they make, and I love it in the village.
I'm Sue Worrell. I've been here over 30 years. My daughter grew up here. Both my grandchildren are at Wedmore Parish Council. I work part-time in the village, sort of semi-retired, and I'm very committed to Wedmore. I love it here. I grew up in a village, not dissimilar to this, a lot colder on the Pennines, but pretty much the same as this.
My name is Alex Whittingham. I live in Blackford, been there for 15 years, and I run a training company in Clevedon where we train airline pilots, rather oddly, and do the theoretical training for them.
I'm Nick Avery. Live in Theale, I've done for some years now. I'm currently I'm the outgoing Vice Chairman of this committee. Yeah, that's about it really.
Hi, Neil Ellis, live up at Mudgley. Been a stalwart on the council since September of last year. Lived in the village all my life, 40 years.
Good evening, I'm Will Human, Sedgemoor District Councillor for Wedmore and Mark. Thank you very much for those who voted for me. Sitting alongside Holly, come and introduce myself tonight to you all. We would hope that we would probably share duties between our 2 parishes in the future. I'm a member of Mark Parish Council, which I think is going to keep very busy indeed, but I will fly in as often as I can.
Hi, I'm Polly Costello, the co-team, newly elected councillor. I've been in Wedmore for 12 years, moved here to open pumpkin delegation. 2 children at Wedmore First School, the current chairlady of the PTA, and yeah, just wanted to get involved in this one too.
Hello, I'm Mike Bethel, representing Theale Ward. I've lived in Mudgley for all my life, which is 15 plus, and just love the job. Been on this council for 16 plus years, and decided to carry on. So, thank you.
Edwin Badman, I'm from Theale Ward. I live in Canberra. Been on the council quite a few years. Chairman in 2002, 2004, looking at the chart, and always doing as much with this council as I can for the executive chair, and also interested in the
I'm Jessica Healy. I've been on this council since '84. My family has served this council. My family has served this council since 1947, and I enjoy serving this council. And I've been chairman of Sedgemoor District Council, you two, so you've got something to fight for. And I do enjoy. This is my village. I've always told everybody, and I will not have it harmed. And that's how I feel about it. Thank you.
Hello, I've got this. Alright. I'm Judy Candy. I live in the village. I've lived here for about 24 years now, and I'm a nurse.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We've actually got William has come tonight. And William, did you want to say something?
Just very few words, not very many at all, because I know you're very busy. Thank you, Madam Chairman. First of all, very quick words. Congratulate all of you on your success in the election, both those that were re-elected and those that were elected for the first time. Wish you good luck for the next 4 years. And having been honoured and privileged to have served on this council for 16 years, I don't want to go and thank everybody I would like to thank, because I'd be here till the next election. But there are 2 people in particular I'd like to thank. One is Rod, who I always found very helpful, very friendly, and I can advise any of you, particularly new councillors who don't know Rod, any advice, just go and ask him. He will help you no end. And I'd also like to thank his immediate predecessor, Simon Emery, who was also an outstanding clerk. And with that, I will say au revoir. Thank you. Goodbye.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, William. So, shall we move on to the agenda? The first item is the election of the chair for the year 2015-16.
Can I propose this?
Can I second that?
Could I just say something? Because we all don't know each other. I know you, Clinton. I just wondered that we don't run away with things tonight, like just electing chairs and vice chairs and committees and doing things like that. When I feel as though we need to, to look at the committees and what we're doing and where we're going.
That's what we should be doing. Yeah.
Right. Okay, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
But there are certain business matters
We
which must be dealt with. We must elect
be dealt
chair.
with this evening.
We can't proceed. We can't proceed.
Like
without electing
any
chair.
organisation at an
Just a
AGM.
moment. I'm not sure that
That is standing order.
That's a standing order.
That
yeah,
you
but
have
standing
to follow.
orders are not. They're not like the Bible. They can be changed
No,
by
I-
the committee.
I think it's the local government act, actually.
Yeah.
We have to elect a chair. We can't proceed otherwise unless we elect a chair in the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fine.
I have a proposition and a seconder for Dennis Cousins. Are any other propositions? Can we vote?
It's weird.
Well, I mean,
We need a vote.
do we need to apparently have a vote whether or not I stay as chair? So,
I think that looks pretty unanimous.
thank you. Well, thank you.
Can I ask you to sign the declaration before we continue?
Can I ask a question, James?
Yeah.
The chairman and vice chairman must stand for 1 year, do they? And then we.
Yeah.
So it says election of the chairman for the year 2015-2016.
Yeah.
So this time next year, then we start round. That's very democratic.
What usually happens is the chair stays in post for 2 years.
I should say
Normally.
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 Doesn't have to.
Don't have to, no, because you might resign.
Okay.
No, I'm not suggesting. No, I'm just saying what's normal,
But anyway, well, thank you. I will accept the nomination, and well, yeah, I appreciate you demonstrating your confidence in me. Anyway, before we go any further, congratulations to everyone who's sitting around these tables. I'm actually delighted that you're all here, and tonight a special welcome to those who are joining Wedmore Parish Council for the very first time.
Thank you.
I actually feel that around this table we've got a good mix. We've got some experienced councillors and we've got some new councillors. And I know that the new councillors are joining us with enthusiasm, energy, commitment, and hopefully the time to put all your ideas into practice. But I'd also like to thank previous councillors who stood but were not re-elected. Andy, Richard, Lindsay, Martin and William. I send my thanks to you for all the hard work and commitment that those councillors gave over many years.
Yeah.
And I know that there's going to be times ahead when the knowledge that we've actually lost will probably be missed a great deal. But anyway, we're a new council now. The electorate has decided that they'd like a bit of tradition, but maybe we need to bring in some new ideas so that we do even better for them. And so we've got a mix of old and new, and we're going to move on together, working as one group, Wedmore Parish Council. A group of people elected by all the parishioners to work together for the good of Wedmore, Blackford and Theale. And so that's what we must be concentrating on, working together. And I think lots of you have got things that you want to do, you want to bring in. But what we need to do to start off with this meeting is we need to get through all this sort of the annual legal bits. But when we get to the bit at the end here, matters of report and items for next meeting, which is 24. That's when I really want to start looking at sort of next month's agenda, because this is going to be when I'm going to be looking for your ideas, how you see this council moving forward, because I know you've all got wonderful ideas that you want to bring to the council. You know, you want us to try it out, and so that really, if we can get all this legal bit done and sort out who's on what committee, if we can get that done first, and then towards the end of the meeting, that's when, you know, it's going to be your time to say, well, look, at the next meeting, I think we'd like to talk about communication, whatever.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I just think when you come to appointing all the different members to serve on undimensioned committees, we don't really know everybody's strengths at the moment.
Well, hopefully during the meeting we might find some out.
Okay.
We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on anyway. But I mean, that's what I'm hoping we can do. We'll see what happens. But we do have to have these committees in place. You know, it has to be done. I think we need to move on and do it. Okay.
Well, just in support of what Sue's saying there, I can understand their point of view, because I've come here tonight not knowing anything about how the council runs. I'm totally support yourself as chairman and the vice chairman. The appointment to committees does not have to be done tonight necessarily, does it? It helps. It doesn't have to be done tonight.
We have a planning meeting next week.
We have a meeting next week.
We have a planning meeting.
If
we get nothing else done,
clearly, but in terms of the cemetery committee.
Oh, that can wait.
That's what I'm trying to get to. There are some things that need to be done tonight, and there's some things that say, well, let's take a step back.
Priorities.
Who's volunteering? Who feels strongly about it? We could be here all night trying to fill this vision otherwise.
That's why I've asked you to fill in these forms, give us a rough idea of who wants to do what, you know. But we must get planning done tonight, because we're under a responsibility to Sedgemoor. We've got 4 planning applications in for next week, and I'm going to reply by the beginning of June. So, you know, that's why that's important we get sense of that, the planning done.
So we can't make decisions, but we can
try.
Yeah.
We can try.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Move through.
Right, so if we can move on to the election of the vice chairman. The vice chairman that's worked with me for the last year has been Nick. I don't know.
Proposal is Nick.
We've got a proposal for Nick.
Who's second?
I will.
Thank you, Mike. Any other nominations as vice chair?
Can we have a vote on that?
Can I propose actually Alex? Okay, brilliant.
Yes, I can do
I'll second Alex.
Okay. Right, we have a vote then.
Who was second? Sorry.
Sue Worrell.
Take the first one first.
Right. The first proposal was Nick. Who was in favour of?
You can't say.
Nick Avery.
Oh, probably hands up, please. I haven't counted these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And Alex.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are there any abstentions?
I haven't voted. So I assume that Nick is vice chair. Thank you for offering.
Councillors, there's a declaration which has been signed by all the councillors in my presence. If you would be good enough to sign it as it goes round, it'll save a lot of time, and I will put in my name later on or tomorrow. At least you've got it in front of me, which is fine. It's a legal requirement, and you must read the declaration before you sign it, please. You've got everybody's name, it's all been filled out for you, just sign it for you.
And the next one is any apologies for absence.
Only apologies from Councillor David Huxtable, County Councillor. The next item is the
minutes of the meeting held on April 15th.
They've been circulated to all the councillors, existing ones and new councillors, just for their information.
Right, okay. So matters arising from...
Tom, do you want this pass around?
Yeah, we pass it around, please, Nick, and then everybody sign it. You'll find your name in there somewhere. I think it's an alphabetical order, apart from you keep telling you something very end. That's all. I'll tell you that.
You heard it.
Sign the minutes.
Yeah, I'll sign the minutes.
Everybody's in agreement?
Are you happy that I sign these minutes?
Yeah.
And so matters arising from the minutes.
No master rising, Chair.
Well, I think we need to just... We've got something that's going to have to come up at the next meeting. Is that Pete Brown, they're looking at making a planning application for a proposed clubhouse to be built at Wedmore Playing Fields, and they would like the parish council to pay, or to put in the planning application in our name. Okay. So that needs to come up for discussion in the June meeting, please. Right. Can I ask about the allotment car park? Councillor Ethel.
Yeah, that's,
has it been done?
no,
No. Do we know when it's going to be done?
within the 3-month period, haven't done. His quote held for 3 months, so he would do it in that time.
I have written to him and asked him to crack on with it.
Okay, so that will be done. Should be about 2 months then, should it, by now? Okay. Okay. Right. And also it came under, going back to the beginning, where Councillor Avery talked about a neighbourhood plan, and we were going to we're going to discuss that at another meeting, so that's going to be June. Okay, we think about a real thrashing in June, but we want to do that one. Is there anything else arising from the minutes that any of the current councillors want to talk about? Right, so moving on to reports from county and district councillors. David Buxton is not here. Holly, did you want to say anything?
Yes, well, I have had a letter today that I picked up from Sedgemoor, and it's Town and Country Planning Act, Section 78, the proposal, the retention of use of land to site 2 mobile homes and 2 touring caravans for a gypsy family, and this is in Theale on the Wedmore Drove. I'll read to you. Further to my letter dated 9th of April 2015, I'm now writing to confirm that the appeal will be dealt with at a hearing which will be held on the 25th of September 2015 at the Princess Hall, Princess Street, Burnham-on-Sea. The hearing will commence at 10 a.m. A copy of the submitted application plans and the grounds of appeal, together with the council statement and the appearance statement, are available for inspection at the above offices during normal office hours. An inspection has been appointed by the Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government under paragraph 1 of the Schedule 6 of the Town and Country Planning Act 1990 to determine this appeal. You may attend the hearing, and the inspector's discretion give your views. A copy of this decision letter will only be sent by the planning inspectorate to those who ask for one in writing. When I was canvassing, I did talk to some people in Theale that it was affecting, and they obviously felt quite strongly that these families could just put up this fence and put up their caravans, and then obviously not happy about it. If they can do it, then how many other people can do it? And basically I was bringing it to parish council to see what people's views are and how people feel about it. This will reflect most people living in Theale.
We usually deal with that at the planning committee.
Okay.
The clerk gets informed of it.
Yeah, I've been informed officially when the appeal is. That's news to me, so
Yeah.
I'll pick it up today.
Yeah.
So it's the 25th of September.
25th.
Have you got anything to say about this, Nick? I don't know if you're aware of it.
I had got notification from Wedmore about this. 25th, fabulous, another 6 months. Heaven knows what will happen there. I really don't. I'm not sure we're going to win this one, to be honest.
Well, is there anything that we can do to help you in it?
Well, that's probably a decision for the committee to take at some point. It's whether or not we wish to send someone to speak at the Princess Hall in Burnham, to speak one way or the other.
We usually do, don't we? I mean, when these things have come up before, Nick, we've always sent somebody to speak.
We have.
I think that the same will happen again. It's probably something that we need to discuss at a planning meeting, is it?
Probably a bit closer to the date.
And closer to the date.
We haven't had notification yet officially from Central.
Does anybody else want to comment on this?
I'd like an idea where it is. Is it on the moor?
If you go into Theale, and it's
Turn left.
Turn left.
Until you go more road near the U-tree
Not
farm.
that far down there, and then they've got a painted green fence up, haven't they? So they kind of barricaded themselves in a bit.
So whose land?
On the left-hand side of the track, isn't it?
It's their land.
It won't be on the Sedgemore planning portal, will it, Ollie?
It's their land,
It's their land.
The travellers' land.
They're not travellers, technically, but yes, it is their land.
It is their land?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, thank you.
Yeah, it's a situation that's been ongoing for quite a few years. It just keeps, they make a decision, it goes to appeal, and make a decision, it goes to appeal. And that's been going on for quite a while.
Since 2009.
The same application you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a new one.
And they have the best councillors that are in the country out there.